Hello everybody, today is Saturday, April 19th, 2025, Saturday morning. This is Jay with Classic Reaction. This is probably the biggest, well not probably, this is the biggest issue that we had on the 92 Trans Am project that we're doing. This is the passenger front fender, right front fender. And this is the old lady trying to get out of her garage and whack the side of her garage door opening. Somebody, the last owner that had this, tried to do their best to straighten this out a little bit to make it look a little bit better for sale. And I gotta try to make this a little bit smoother. Try to get it out as perfectly straight as I can, do as much metal work as I can before I actually fill this. Our whole goal here is just gonna have like a skim coat of filler in this area. So we'll get doing some hammer work here, some hammer and dolly work, and see how close we can get this thing. Stay tuned. Okay, so here we are about half an hour later. The by the 80s and early 90s, the car companies were starting to experiment with the thinner metals, starting to use thinner metals, especially from the 70s. The 70s fenders are way thicker metal than what these are. These are very lightweight compared to those, but these are very heavyweight compared to the fenders of today. But that being said, this metal, I got this dent all straightened out pretty nice. There's still some hammer marks left in there. I could probably, if I wanted to go crazy, I could file this metal to the point where I wouldn't even need to do any body work at all. It would be hours. It would be quite a few more hours of work. If this was a $100,000 car or $200,000 car, I'd do that. But this is just a 92 Trans Am. So this just needs a skim coat of filler on it. I'll have it done in a little bit of primer, and it'll be good to go. So pretty comfortable with the way it is. It's pretty smooth there. A little skim coat of filler, fix that right up. So we'll come back once we get to that point. Stay tuned. I'm gonna say, okay, so here we are about another hour later. This whole area is in a thin skim coat of primer. You can see these dark spots there in the primer. That means, or in a filler, that's the bare metal showing through the filler. So that just means it's so thin that it's even thinner than a coat of primer is. So that's a good sign. It's always a good sign. That lets me know that my fillers on there really thin. Feels very smooth here. So we're all good to go. We'll give this a coat of etch primer to go onto the metal, or epoxy, and then we will go over this with some urethane filler primer, and then this fender will be all ready to do final sanding on, final blocking on this area. It should be good to go. I'll come back once we got some primer on this baby. Okay, so here we are. We're all primered in. Have a coat of epoxy on there, then another coat, well, about 3 coats of urethane filler over it. With a little guide coat sprayed on top. We'll let this sit and cure for at least a good week here, and let it shrink up, do whatever it wants to do, and we'll go back over this, block it out till it's a sheet of glass. And then this fender will be ready to spray. So at that point, this is basically the only body work the car needed. Actual dent wise, there's little scratches here and there and chip here and there, but this is the only body work that the car needed. So glad to have that done. We'll get this thing sprayed. We'll keep you up to date as we move along in the car. If you'd like to see the car finished, you can hit the subscribe button. It's free. And I'd like to thank all my subscribers that I have staying with me and watching these cars come to life. I'll keep on putting out content as long as people are watching it. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.